Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Greetings to you all from wherever you're watching from. My name is Peace, and today I'm going to be preparing turkey stew. And I have here with me my turkey, already sliced turkey in the pot, which I'll be mixing now with my various seasoning. When boiling your turkey, you have the opportunity, the right to use whichever seasoning of your choice, whichever seasoning you want. Yeah, so for today, I'll be using my own seasoning and showing you the various process. So that's what I normally do is that I season my turkey and marinate it by putting it in the fridge. But for today, because of time, I'm not going to be doing that. So these are my various seasoning. I'll be showing you all what I'll be using. And first, I'm going to be putting the salt into the turkey. So this is my salt, and putting a little of it into it. Yeah, so for the other seasonings I'll be using, I just need to show you so you know various. That's the chicken seasoning. But I like using, though it's for chicken, but I like using it for my turkey also. It's nice. Then I have here the onion powder. I have here the thyme. I have here the tomato. I'm not going to be using that. That's the garlic. I'm going to be using the garlic, and I'll also be using the fresh one. Then I have there the turmeric. I love using turmeric for my cooking. I have the ginger, the garlic and the ginger. I'm going to be using the fresh one also. Here is the cayenne pepper, which I'll also be adding to this mix. And then here we go. Let's begin. Okay, I also have my curry in the bottle, so I don't forget that. And most importantly, the onion. Onion is very necessary when preparing your food. So this is me after applying everything. I'm stirring it. So I'm going to leave it in the fire for about 3 minutes to steam up and get all the seasons into the turkey. And now I'm going to be adding some water to it to cook it properly. It's me adding some water. And after adding the water, I had to cover it to let cook for some time. So now this is my tin tomatoes. Some call it tomato paste. And I'm going to be mixing this with a little water before using it, so it doesn't get too thick for me. I don't like it when it's too thick. So I'm mixing it now with a little water. You can all see the way I'm doing it, though to some persons, they just prefer putting it directly into the oil, but I prefer doing it this way with some little water, because I'm going to let it fry for quite some time. So if I don't use the water, I feel it's not going to give me what I want. So now this is my onion, my already diced onion. You can see the tin tomatoes, which I already mixed there. Then I have my tomatoes, Pola. I love these tomatoes very much. Then my powdered garlic. Then I have my turmeric. I so love turmeric when cooking. I don't know why. Then I have the ginger. For the stew properly, now I'm not going to be including the fresh ones. Then I have my paprika. That's the red bell pepper, but the powdered one. I have my thyme, and I have also my salt, which we don't have to forget, and with the salt, and then I have my non-cube and my curry. Yeah, my curry, I have a whole lot of it, so I had to turn some part of it into the bottle there. So now this also is my pepper, my fresh pepper. Okay, so we begin by putting the onion into the pot. So when I put the onion, what I do is that after putting the onion in the pot, I stir for a little while and add my ginger to it. That's a very compulsory and important process for me. I always add my ginger to the onion from the beginning, and it has never disappointed me. You can try that out. So that's my ginger I'm putting in. After putting the ginger, I had to stir, let the onion fry a little bit, and then I added my tin tomatoes. That's the tin tomatoes. I had to let it also fry a bit to get dried. You let it fry to get dried before adding any other thing to it. So just because the camera was a little bit far from me, I couldn't show you how it was inside, but I'll do that later. So now, these are my tomatoes. Okay, what I do normally, I don't always, so I don't normally put all the tomatoes once. I put them one after the other to help it fry properly and get dried. That's when you really get the beautiful taste you're looking for. Now you can see the tin tomatoes. You can see how dried it is. You have to let it get dried before adding any other thing into it. I'm going to be putting 1 cup of the tomato first. I know some of you might be wondering, this tomatoes is not, I didn't steam these tomatoes or parboil it. Why? You're going to see the end result. Yeah, it's not going to be watery. So I had to let that also fry for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Then after which I added 2 this time. I added 2. And I'll let it also fry for some time. You can see. Make sure you keep stirring it. Don't stop stirring it so you don't end up burning your stew. So I had to keep stirring for some time. And after that, then that was about 2 minutes. I added the last one. The same process went on. I stirred it for same 2 minutes. And then I started adding every other seasoning that I haven't added. So I added my pepper. That's me turning in the pepper. After adding the pepper, I went on and stirred again and added my turmeric. Don't mind the bottles, they're almost finished. Definitely I'll refill. So then I'm adding the garlic. I'm adding the garlic And it's time for the bell pepper. Kindly do well to subscribe to my channel as you're watching. Thank you very much. And now I'm adding the thyme. Don't forget to hit the like button and comment. If you have any opinion, feel free to drop it. And I'm adding the crayfish. Here we learn from each other, so I'll be at the comment section reading your comments and getting one or two things from you too. That's the crayfish, and then I have to add my salt. The salt to taste. Yeah. Then I definitely will not forget my curry. I don't know how many of you like putting curry in your stew. Me, I love it. The curry, and then also I'm going to be adding my non-cube. That's my non-cube. Now it's time to add the boiled turkey. I know some persons love turkeys being fried. For me, I don't really like fried turkey on stew. I love it fresh. That's when I enjoy it. If I use the fried one, I end up not eating it. So this is how I enjoy it. My turkey. And I tell you, if you do it this way, you really enjoy it, because that's when you get the real taste for turkey. Not when it's fried. When it's fried, you really don't get those tastes. You really don't feel that turkey vibe, So remember to always put that in mind. If you want the turkey vibe, don't fry your turkey. Yeah, so that's the stew. Wow, you can see how beautiful it is. And I tell you, my stew is always yummy. If you taste my stew, you would really, 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 really not want to go elsewhere. So that's me. You can see boiling the rice over there, because I really don't need to wait too much. Look at our stew, so beautiful and yummy. If you are here, you will definitely perceive the aroma, for real. So you can see, now we've come to the end. So thank you for watching. My name remains Peace. Do well to subscribe, and see you.